Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Chosen on Testimony and I am Kukolanga. So let's get down to it. So recently we celebrated Mother's Day and well, I have been a mother for 2 Mother's Days now and it's really amazing, to like see people texting you like Happy Mother's Day and you're just 23 and you're like, I know. Yeah, it was really nice. So yeah, like happy belated Mother's Day to every mother out there. I already told my mom Happy Mother's Day. So to any other mother there that I did not wish her Happy Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day. Yeah, and keep up the good work you're doing. So I was reflecting back on my journey in motherhood. Hey man, it has been 2 years, but you already feel like, one of the wise men from the east, the Magis, Kina Magi, the ones from the east. Yeah, and like it has really been good being a mother so far. I've been a mother for 2 years. Yeah. So my boy just turned 2 last month in April. So I've been a mother for 2 years. But those 2 years have been long and full of lessons and experiences. Yeah. So I was just thinking like, from that moment when you received the news that my friend, you're pregnant. Congratulations, you're pregnant. I was like, yes. But then I was like, I had a mixture of both because for me, I've always wanted to have a baby and a boy as a firstborn for that matter. But I knew it was not going to be taken well by my family because if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Yeah. So, to breaking the news to the family, but I was shocked that they actually received it much better than I expected. Like, way better than I expected. Way better than I expected. I was ready to be, you know, huh? But my family really took in the news well, especially my sisters were really excited. Yeah, and it was just nice, to have the support from your family throughout your pregnancy. It was really nice. Yeah, to doing the shopping. When I found out I was pregnant, that day I did like my first test and found out I was pregnant. Like I went from the hospital to the market to start shopping. And I started buying clothes that very day. And I never stopped shopping until the day I had my boy. And even after, like, I have shopped too many clothes. Yeah. And it was really nice finding out, that you're expecting a human being. And then yeah, to dealing with the reception from the family was easy, but from outside the family was not quite easy, but it was still fine. And then preparing for the baby, apart from the shopping, you also prepare yourself mentally. You also know that there are some things that you really have to change, there are some things you have to drop, there's some new habits you have to pick up. Like when you find out you're expecting a baby, like there's just a lot of things that change. So like all the changes that come with that news. And then also, for me, my pregnancy was really easy. I did not get sick. Like, okay, I only got sick once at the total beginning of the pregnancy when I found out I was pregnant. That was the only time I was sick. After that, I was fine the whole pregnancy through. I was just gaining weight and glowing and eating too much and being so like I think that was one of the times in my life that I have been genuinely extremely happy. Like I was always happy for no reason at all. I was always happy. I was always laugh. Even when I was by myself, I just felt in my heart like I was so happy and content with where I was in life. Like I was just happy being pregnant and puffed up. And then also again, that was like one of the only times in my life that I've been able to gain weight. After that, all my weight disappeared within a month. I was back to 53 kilos. Like how sad is that? How sad. And I've never been able to gain weight again. I'm still at 53 till now. Hey, but anyway, it's okay. And then we went to the third trimester. The impatience, the waiting, the stretch marks. Like one day I just woke up in the morning and you find out like on the 39th week you're fine. You're all glowing and smooth and radiant and all that. Then on the 40th week you just wake up one day and you have a gazillion stretch marks. I just felt like the whole world would just swallow me, man. But anyway, I just grew to love them. Even up till now, I just feel like I don't want to really lose them. I just love them where they are, you know. And then we go to the labor. My friends, my labor was long and painful. Wow. Like okay, I knew labor was painful, but I did not know it was that painful. For me, it was really painful. It was so painful. I didn't even eat the whole time I was in the hospital. I only had 1 cup of tea and 1 spoon of rice. That is all I had. Like, then when it came to pushing, man, I remember by the time I was like, I felt ready, like I was not ready to push, like the baby is literally coming out. I just went and grabbed the doctor's hand and I was like, mi naenda kuzaa sai na msinirudishe, mi msiniambie kitu. I just pulled him to the labor room. I went on top of the bed and I told him I'm ready and I'm not getting off this bed. I have to deliver this baby now. And he was like, but you have to wait a little, sijui mpaka nini. I was like, no, sishuki, lazima nizae sai. And then immediately my water broke. Like within, I don't know, 2 minutes or something, the boy was out, and then all the pain just vanished. Man, it was just a hell of an experience, but it was really really nice, to finally have this. And then I was expecting a girl, so even when I packed my bag, I had packed clothes for a girl, though in my heart I knew, man, I just feel like I'm going to have a boy, but I just packed for the girl because all the scans showed that I was expecting a girl, and that was it. So in the delivery room, the baby comes out and the doctor is like, it's a boy. I was like, yes, low key, but no, you are so exhausted you can't even scream. I was like, let me see. And then he turned to me like this, and I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Like, I just wanted to go down to my knees and just just say, oh God, thank you. I really wanted a boy. I don't know why. I just really wanted to have a boy for firstborn, and I got that. Glory to Jesus. Yeah. And then you now start being a mother. Sleepless nights, the tantrums of the, like, all the checkups, the vaccines. Like, there's just a lot that comes with being a mother. Like, there is so much. Then you also change, you know like there's just so much that comes with being a mother. Sometimes I used to feel overwhelmed, like, oh my God, how am I going to get through this? But we're here now. We go through it. Jesus, I mean Jesus, it's all God. It's all God. And then the progress of the baby, like when your baby is here already, now you start waiting for, like, when you have your baby, you had been expecting, so you are so happy the baby is here now. And then you start taking care of the baby. Then with time, you're not waiting for them to start rolling in bed, then they roll. You start waiting for them to sit, then they sit. You start waiting for them to crawl, then they do. To stand, then they do. To walk, then they do. I remember when my son walked for the first time. He was almost 9 months. He had already learned to stand while holding stuff. Then one day we seated in the living room with a friend of mine, and then he just gets up and walks to where I was. Juu usianguke, my friend. Shukia pale, shuka huko, utaanguka hapo. Mike, no, shuka huko. He wants to fall down. Let me attend to him, I'll get back to you. We are sorted. So as I was saying, that day, he was almost turning 9 months. Ama he had just turned 9 months. Let me see, he had just turned 9 months. So I'm seated in the living room with a friend of mine. We're just talking, and the boys just holding stuff and walking. Then that friend of mine asked me, sasa huyu atatembea? Nikamwambia ataanza kutembea tu hata sai. Then like a few moments later, like, he just starts walking from where he was up to where I was, and he did not even fall down. I screamed my lungs out. I don't even know why I was screaming. Like, I just screamed. I was extremely excited. Then you start forcing him to walk to walk again, and he doesn't even want to. Yeah, for me, like, I was really excited when he started walking. And then, like, progress just comes one thing at a time, one day at a time, and it all comes out so good. And then we got to Terrible 2. I used to think Terrible 2 was just a myth, but for me, I think it's something real. Like, it's real for real. It's really real for real. I'm dealing with it right now, and it is so bad, but you still love them. Yeah, like, you just always find a way to deal with it anyway. Yeah, so that is where I am right now, at dealing with Terrible 2. We are dealing with Terrible 2, but it's fine. It's fine. Like, I'm just happy to see him grow and healthy and happy and making progress every day. Like, he's now making full sentences sometimes, but They don't, sometimes they don't make sense, but at least you get what he's trying to say. And for me, that is like, it's just so amazing when he makes a full sentence. I'm like, oh my gosh, he just made a sentence. Like, it's just so exciting. Yeah, and I thank God so much for this far we have come. You know, there are good days and there are bad days, but at the end of it all, Jesus is at the center of it all. Like, God is always there with you through the steps. You know, even for those days when you wake up feeling like you don't have the strength to pull through, you don't even know how you're going to get through the day. But Jesus, but Jesus will always be there, Like, you just call to him. Like, if you just surrender it all to him and ask him to help you, sometimes you have no strength to just deal with what you're supposed to. But God has been faithful. God has been faithful. Yeah. So that's where we are at now. Terrible too. But I hope it will get better. Now this thing is beginning to get blood. But we are done. That was all for today. We'll share more. God bless you all. Let me know what your experience has been like in motherhood, be it a month or 2 months or 5 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, whatever it may be. Let's share. And yeah, I think that's all for now. You guys have a lovely, lovely week. God bless you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.